Alright, so we have two keyboards here, mechanical keyboards. Keychron Q5 Max. The price of this is about £240, and this one is EPOMaker Galaxy 100. The price of it is about £100. Yellow banana switches on this one, and this one with stereo linear switches, if I'm not wrong. So now the EPOMaker. I have to mention that the switches, as you probably know, the banana switches are tactile switches and the stereo are just linear switches. Okay, let's check the body. Full metal, both of them, and build quality is decent. And this is the only full metal keyboard I found with this price range. And obviously Keychron Q series are the supposed to be flagship and the best quality. Again, full metal. And they both support QMK via dongle, wireless, Bluetooth and wired, and again with the knob for both of them. By default they are controlling the volume as well as when you click mute and unmute. And obviously they both have backlights. Right, let's open Q5. Just have a look at the layers and the quality, the PCB. Alright, so Q5, as I mentioned, the body is full metal. It has a 4000 milliampere battery in comparison to the Galaxy 100, which has 8000 milliampere batteries. And one foam, one plastic layer. I don't know what's the material of that. Then it has basically gasket mounted. The instruction says double gasket. Again, that's something which I believe perhaps is that's the gasket, and then in between there is a foam and then PCB. Then obviously there is the foam layer at the bottom. I won't go into the details about the chipset, but again the PCB is kind of similar to the other keyboards, the switches and the RGB LEDs. Alright, let's see what's going on inside this one. Galaxy 100 EPOMaker. Okay, so this one again, metal frame. I would say this is a little bit thicker and heavier than the front frame of the Q5. The gasket has, I don't know what these are called, stabilizer, plastic stabilizer rather than compared to the Q5, which has foam stabilizers. Again, they both are fine, but I feel like maybe this one is a little bit more durable. The gasket on the Q5 is more solid and perhaps firmer. This one is flexible, and I feel like the creamy sound of these keyboards perhaps due to the fact that the gasket is like software here. Alright, let's see what's going on. Again here, as you see, two 4000 milliampere batteries, a foam underneath, and that is quite thinner than what was on the Q5. And the PCB almost the same, the keys are the same type, the LEDs are the same type. And again, between the gasket and the PCB, obviously there is a piece of foam as well, very similar to Q5, but I guess like Q5 has a couple of more layers, which I feel like again, these layers are not going to be rocket science. You could just install them yourself. I may be wrong, but again, to me, it's the stuff that you can customize. Yeah, obviously less number of layers compared to Q5, but again, that I do not believe that justifies £140 more in terms of the price. Just for the comparison, I have a second Galaxy 100 keyboard, which has a custom keycaps. Got this from AliExpress for £15 a full set, and I think it goes well with this frame, and that's what I am using as my daily keyboard. As a software engineer, I use the keyboard a lot, so that's what I really enjoy using compared to Q5. So the question is it worth paying £240 for Keychron Q5, or you just pay £100 for EPOMaker Galaxy 100? They both are full metal, build quality is decent. Obviously Keychron is quite a famous brand. They both are Chinese, they both are Chinese companies. Keychron is quite well known for the keyboards. if you don't really care about the price of it and you want something decent that supports wire and QMK, then definitely go for it. Keychron Q5. If you want all of those features and you don't mind if you don't get essentially the support of Keychron, then EPOMaker is perhaps a better option for you. For me, I personally like the feeling and the sound of this keyboard a lot more than this, and considering the price is much cheaper, I personally would choose this one. And I like the shape of the frame as well. But also I have to mention that QMK support on this keyboard is not complete yet. It is advertised as QMK, but unfortunately it's not fully supported. The firmware is out there on the GitHub. You can use it, you can flash it, and however it disables the wireless system. So if you are using the wired basically way of using the keyboard, then it's fine. You can basically use the firmware and enjoy the keyboard. But if you are relying on the wireless way of using the keyboard with your system, then perhaps you wanna stick to this one or get something a little bit cheaper.